When Whis questions Beerus about Gohan and simultaneously talks about him during the last chapter of Dragon Ball Super, before the hiatus, he completely explains what Beast Power is, the new form of Gohan. And this detail goes unnoticed. Not only by you, but by everyone. It was by rereading this seemingly casual conversation that I truly understood what he meant. And this is Beast Power, divine or not. What did he actually say? What is the true story behind this power? Guys, this video is absolutely insane. Come with me. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the notification bell. And don't be mean. Share this video with your friends. Now, could Gohan, just like Broly, be considered a Saiyan anomaly? That's a great question. But let's put it this way. In terms of raw power, Broly was born with it fully exposed. Unlike Gohan, who has always gradually awakened his power, usually through bursts of rage, just like Broly himself does. However, Broly had a natural limiter that allowed him to harness greater potential without losing consciousness. Meanwhile, Gohan would simply lose control because his body wasn't ready. His human side was always resisting his Saiyan factor. For Broly, it was the opposite since he is fully Saiyan. Who could explain this better than Whis? During the Tournament of Power, Whis himself mentioned that Gohan had a unique potential, and that if he truly put in the effort, he could reach extraordinary heights. This statement from Whis reinforces how Gohan is recognized for his immense latent power, even among gods and angels. Whis usually makes such observations while watching battles and discussing the fighter's abilities with Beerus or others. His recognition of Gohan is a clear reminder that Gohan could be one of the most formidable warriors if he were truly dedicated to his training. Chapter 103 of Dragon Ball Super showcased a battle between Goku and Gohan, where Gohan demonstrated the power of Super Saiyan Beast to his father. One surprising moment was that the speed of this new transformation was able to surpass Goku's Ultra Instinct evasion ability, allowing Gohan to land a hit on his father. Seeing this, Beerus wonders if Gohan is a Super Saiyan, but Whis analyzes the situation and says no. He explains that it seems to be something a little different. He also clarifies that it is not a divine technique, but rather an apparent special gift. While watching Gohan's next fight against Broly, where Gohan had the upper hand thanks to his Super Saiyan Beast transformation, Beerus and Whis discussed whether Gohan could become a candidate for a god of destruction. Beerus rejected the idea, saying that Gohan is too serious and would never resort to destruction, something Whis agreed with. And right there between the lines, Whis responds, and at the same time explains Gohan Beast's power. Yes, it's neither a Super Saiyan form nor a divine technique. Check this out. Gohan, like Goku before him, uses an angel technique known as Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is an advanced technique that Goku learns to master in Dragon Ball Super. It's not just a physical transformation, but a state of mind and body where the fighter can react automatically to any attack or situation without thinking. Essentially, the body moves on reflex, allowing for incredibly fast and precise movements. This ability was introduced during the Tournament of Power, when Goku was pushed to his absolute limit while fighting Jiren from Universe 11. Ultra Instinct is a technique so difficult to master that even gods struggle with it, as Whis explains earlier in the series. This state requires a deep level of calmness and self-control, something Goku struggles to achieve. Visually, Ultra Instinct is marked by a silver glow in Goku's eyes, raised hair, and a radiant silver aura. It is one of the most powerful forms he attains, standing out for its speed, strength, and efficiency in battle. So Whis dismisses it as an angel technique. If Goku, or perhaps any Saiyan, used Ultra Instinct, they might gain a transformation similar to Goku's. And from the way we spoke, there are indeed other angel techniques that could have the same effect on Goku. That alone would make for an amazing video. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Anyway, Whis also agrees with Beerus after asking him whether Gohan could be a candidate for a god of destruction. Beerus says no, that Gohan wouldn't rely on destructive power. Now, check out this bombshell. Whis instantly agrees. Guys, you don't understand. He clearly said that Gohan doesn't use destructive power. Hold on a second, but his beast form is a beast. Even Vegeta once said that the one who most resembled a beast and had that aura was Broly. So what does that make Gohan? Whis ruled out both possibilities and simply said, quote, "It's an apparent special gift." End quote. I did some quick research on what a special gift actually means, and generally, it refers to a unique ability or natural talent that distinguishes a person, or, in this case, a character, from others. This gift could be something physical, like exceptional strength or speed, or something more abstract, like intelligence, creativity, or even empathy. But hold on, doesn't that sound exactly like Broly? And not just him. Vegeta kind of unifies both of them by also calling Broly a beast. In the Dragon Ball universe, a special gift can be interpreted as someone's latent power, an incredible force that isn't immediately visible, but can be unlocked under certain conditions. That's exactly what happens with Gohan. He is frequently described as having extraordinary potential, a quote gift, end quote, that, when unleashed, makes him incredibly powerful, as seen in numerous battles throughout the series. This concept is widely used in other stories to highlight something that makes a character exceptional, whether in terms of abilities or personality. It's interesting to think about. What special gift do you see in yourself? Think about it carefully. But anyway, guys, we have all the clues, and we're going to analyze them together. To fully understand this, let's take a look at Gohan's journey so far, how powerful he has become, and the key moments in his story. One example is how he jumped from Super Saiyan 2 straight to a completely different mystical form, as it was called in the Majin Buu saga. A mystical being is usually associated with something supernatural, spiritual, or magical. These beings are often connected to legends, myths, and religious beliefs, and tend to possess powers or abilities that transcend human limitations. So, the first Saiyan hybrid who wanders between the Saiyan cells of his father and the human cells of his mother, Chi-Chi, he is kind of mystified in the middle of the yin and yang, which parallels Goku and Vegeta. Want to understand better? Keep watching the video, because this is getting insane. What is this yin and yang represented by Goku and Vegeta? Yin and yang are fundamental concepts in Chinese philosophy, and are linked to the idea of balance and duality in the universe. They represent opposing but complementary forces that exist in everything in nature. Yin is associated with the energy of darkness, calmness, and cold, while yang is related to the energy of light, movement, and heat. Remember back in the Tournament of Power, when Goku used Ultra Instinct and generated a lot of heat. It reflects the active, dynamic, and expansive side. Yang can be represented by the day, the sky, fire, and characteristics of action and vigor. The interaction between yin and yang is seen as the essential balance for harmony in the universe. Neither yin nor yang completely dominates. Instead, they are constantly changing and influencing each other, creating cycles and transformations. This concept is represented by the famous Taijida symbol, where the two energies swirl around each other, each containing a seed of the other. But hold on, you guys want to know where I'm going with this, right? Just like Whis explained what Gohan's power is and what it is not, he inherited this gift. So, what are Saiyans in the Dragon Ball universe? In the Dragon Ball universe, the Saiyans are a warrior alien race originating from planet Vegeta. They are known for their incredible combat abilities, impressive physical strength, and the ability to become stronger after surviving intense battles. They possess destructive energy. Gohan has this as well, but it is represented more through Vegeta's side, the Saiyan side that experienced this, and also through his Earthling side, which was Goku's experience. Gohan has both of these in his genes. Earthlings are the inhabitants of Earth, one of the many races in the story. Although they don't have the natural strength or unique abilities of other races, like the Saiyans or Namekians, some Earthlings stand out for their determination, intelligence, and adaptability. Characters like Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien Shinhan demonstrate that even without powers of alien origin, they can train and reach impressive levels of strength, adaptation, and perseverance. So, Gohan has this special gift that makes him different from the others, because he has access to both sides as one. This is what Whis referred to as, open quotes, the special gift, close quotes. This mixture of genes in Gohan made him capable of accessing both at the same time, forming the concept of yin and yang, the beast that calms down yet remains a beast, accessing two powers simultaneously. This is something we've already seen in the anime My Hero Academia with Shoto Todoroki. This is something that closely resembles Gohan, but with a much more spiritual inheritance, and that makes all the difference. Gohan's beast form is a powerful transformation he achieves in the movie Dragon Ball Super. Superhero. Gohan unlocks this transformation when he is pushed to his emotional and physical limits during the fight against Cell Max. He is desperate to protect Piccolo, Pan, and the others, and this strong desire to protect his loved ones awakens his true inner power. Just like when he first transformed into Super Saiyan 2, the Beast transformation is driven by his intense emotions and his instinct to fight when everything is on the line. Here's another secret. His humanity, in this case, makes him reluctant to fight. But the Saiyan side constantly battles with him, creating such an internal conflict that he broke through this power barrier before anyone else. The Super Saiyan 2 transformation against Cell was triggered by an immense necessity. And man, what an epic moment that was. Gohan uses the Beast form because it's the only way to face Cell Max, who is extremely powerful and threatening. This transformation allows Gohan to surpass his limits and reach a level of strength that rivals even the strongest warriors in the universe. In his Beast form, he defeats Cell Max with an incredible final attack, the Makenka Sappo, using Piccolo's technique, showing his determination and growth as a fighter. This form symbolizes the potential that had always been dormant in Gohan and reinforces his role as a protector. Thanks to this power, Goku trusted him enough to pass on the responsibility of Earth's protection to him. The burden can now be carried by Gohan, who has decided to train and fight for his loved ones. Of course, the Tournament of Power played a crucial role in this turning point for Gohan. This is Gohan's power, a form that not even an angel can explain directly, but one that was indirectly explained to us. Now we can better understand his Beast form. As mentioned, this turning point in Gohan's story means that what comes next will be even more satisfying. He will finally continue his training and reach new, incredible heights. There are two versions of Gohan, the one before the Tournament of Power and the one after. Before the Tournament of Power, Gohan was at a point in his life where he had distanced himself from training and battles. He prioritized his academic career and family life, believing that the era of great conflicts was behind him. While he was a devoted father and proud of the life he had built, his connection to his warrior side had weakened. He still had a strong desire to protect his family and loved ones, but he no longer saw fighting as a priority or as a responsibility that fell on his shoulders. However, the Tournament of Power became a true turning point for Gohan. Being placed in a situation where the fate of Universe 7 was at stake forced him to confront not only external threats, but also his own limitations. The pressure of the tournament reignited Gohan's realization that protecting those he loves requires him to be prepared to fight and surpass himself. This culminates in his decision to lead and strategically cooperate with his teammates. During the tournament, he demonstrated not only his intelligence as a strategist, but also proved to himself that he still had the potential to be a great fighter. Post-tournament, Gohan emerges with a renewed mindset. He starts seeing training as an essential part of his life, recognizing that his strength is a pillar for the protection of his family and the universe. He doesn't abandon his passion for science, but he finds a balance between his family responsibilities, his career, and his role as a fighter. There is also a maturity in his self-perception. He accepts his duality as both a scholar and a warrior, embracing the fact that both roles have an important place in his life. This is the power of Gohan Beast.